gamers, it's me, Lifespiller79, and this is my show. In this video, talk about some pickups that I got at a recent retro convention that I went to. If you can't see, let me write it up. It says Retro Fest 2013, which I had the opportunity to go to. Just been so busy. I actually found out about it at the last minute. I usually get like email alerts of new YouTube videos of people. There's only a few people that I actually videos that they'll basically send me like an email alert, but other than that I usually go to directly to my YouTube page to see any YouTubers that I may be subscribed to. And I just happened to see Billy from the Game Chasers on there, and he was talking about a retro fest within the area, and ironically it was just enough, it was within enough time for me to be able to go. So I took advantage of it, and I was pretty excited because I had never been to a convention, anything game related, as far as something of that extreme. So just to describe the event, they basically had all these tables laid out. People pretty much had their booths laid out with all retro stuff. I'm gonna show you the badge again. It's got the Super Nintendo, Atari, let's see, Nintendo 64. We got Donkey Kong. We got the Mario 3. We got Sonic. We got a Dreamcast, Sega Genesis, and in this one you see the TurboGrafx 16, and you got the Game Boy, the original Game Boy. But pretty much everybody had, I think there was like somewhere between 10 to 15 tables, and pretty much all these people had all their retro stuff. Some people had retro like as far back as Atari 2600 all the way up to the current gen stuff, and then some people even had they basically allowed you to play some of the games and stuff like that. Like they had stuff on display, like I did remember seeing Super Smash Brothers. Somebody had GoldenEye. Another person had like the I think they even had Dark Knight, or Perfect Dark I should say. And let's see, I even see somebody had like a Game Boy, everything like Game Boy related. They even had like this big display, a big machine that you could actually, that the Game Boy was actually hooked up to. I took a little bit of footage, just due to copyright reasons. I had to basically stop the video during it, because some people didn't want their stuff to be filmed. But it was pretty exciting, man. I mean, I grabbed a few things that I just saw, because I actually I didn't even plan for it. It was kind of a last minute thing, so I didn't bring as much money, but I would have definitely cleaned up. But the people were real cool. I mean, it was a real nice environment. It was held by one, it pretty much was set up by one YouTuber who actually lives in the Dallas-Fort Worth area out here in Texas. His name is Echo 036, or I'm sorry, 036. Yeah. I advise you to go ahead and check out his channel, especially if you're into games just like I am. Go ahead and check his channel out. He's a really cool guy. He's the one that basically had it set up. They basically held it at the gymnasium, and all these tables with all these games, and it was just crazy. I had another event that I had to attend to, that another prior engagement that I already promised to go to. So I stayed there for probably about 3 hours, and it was pretty cool, man. I was too blown away, because everybody, they gave off good vibes. Everybody was pretty much in the same pool, like you had different aspects of gamers. Like you had the hardcore gamers that they had basically full knowledge of everything they were talking about, and then you had some people that you could tell that they just started gaming, and then you had some people that was like their whole entire life revolved around gaming. There's one guy, his table, he pretty much had mint everything. Like you could see like some of the light just pretty much flickering off of the games. I mean, it was just, like his Nintendo games, his Super Nintendo games, they were spotless. I mean, he charged a pretty high price, because I think some of the big stuff he had was like Nintendo GameCube games, which I passed on because most of the stuff was like $25 and up. And then I saw another booth when I came through the door. There was one lady, she had like all, like pretty much I guess you could say the collector items out of each system. Like she had the Earthbound, of course. He had she even had I think she had for the GameCube she had Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, the double disc for the GameCube, but it was in mint condition. I think she even had another copy that was sealed and stuff like that. I think I was only able to catch like a small bit of footage out of it, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you that now.
It's a little too
Really? Oh, the case itself?
No, the disc.
I've got a doctor at home. I'll drop it in there. I dropped it down a little. It's normally like 40, 45 on eBay, so I figured 35 would be at least somewhat reasonable.
Did somebody already buy our other escape game?
Which one?
PS2. I know we had.
It wasn't PS2, it was PSP.
Yeah, it's all over.
Yeah, I definitely want to go out there. So.
They made us sign that.
So just jail for that.
Alright guys, I'm back, and as you can see in the video, you can see some of the tables that were set up, and you can see pretty much people laid their stuff out, and also you can see that Billy was in the video. I did talk with him, and oh my god, I was a little nervous. I don't know why I was so doggone nervous, but it was really cool. He was a down to earth kind of guy. Jay was actually supposed to come, but he didn't end up coming. You know, he had a family emergency and stuff like that. But yeah, he stayed. He pretty much stayed the whole entire time. It was cool. I mean, he was a real cool guy, real down to earth, real laid back. I mean, he just loves doing what he's doing, just like me, and just like anybody else that's a gamer. And I went to a few tables and stuff like that, but yeah, I did make my way over there to say hi to him. It wasn't too crowded, you know, people wasn't too crazy or anything like that, but you know, everybody was just vibing off of each other. It was a good time. But I did go to a few tables, and I grabbed a few things. Mind you, I only paid a few dollars, but like I said, everything was cash, so I didn't even really bring no money. I was just like, I thought I was just gonna go, and that's what I told myself. I was just gonna go, not buy anything, but that didn't happen. Anyway, let me show you the first game I got. All these games that I got are Nintendo, and let's see, I think I pretty much got them all together. The first game I got was Kung Fu. I remember playing this game back in the day, and I'm just enjoying it so much along with my NES, and so I said, man, let me go ahead and pick this up and go ahead and purchase this, man. I think he only ended up charging me like a few dollars or something like that. And then the next game I got Mickey Mousecapade. So I was happy to add that. Never played it. Not until Sunday. I actually played it on Sunday, so I was pretty pumped about that. Then another game that I got that I actually been waiting for is Double Dragon 2. I actually been looking for this for a reasonable price, and finally found it, so took advantage and went ahead and grabbed this. I love Double Dragon 2 because back in the day I used to play it at the arcades with my friend, and if you remember the elbow, I think it was like an elbow punch or something like that, kind of like where he throws his elbow up in the person's face, and that pretty much was like a cheat, I guess you could say, throughout the entirety of the game, that you pretty much you would never lose any lives. But I couldn't perform that on the NES, but I did have fun with it. I think I only made it, so far I've only made it to like the 4th level without getting the game over. I've been looking at a few things on it, but yeah, I'm glad to add that because now I got Double Dragon 1 and 2. Now I gotta look for 3, which may be a little bit harder, but this definitely still holds up to this day. It's really fun, 2-player action game. I love that. And so with those 3 games, and with this, the guy, I think he only charged me like $10. He gave me I asked him about the box game. He said, "Oh, it's just a box, but there is no game in it." I said, "Well, I'll go ahead and take it, and then I'll just look around in the wild while I'm out there game hunting as usual, and see if I can find something." It was Rage, Primal Rage, actually for the Sega Genesis. Here goes the booklet, and here goes the box. The box is, as you can see, is torn and is in bad condition, but he gave it to me for free with the other games, so I pretty much took advantage of that. I mean, it only being $10, and I still had a few dollars left, so I went ahead and grabbed Donkey Kong. It's got the Donkey Kong / Donkey Kong Jr. And so I was like, well, let me go ahead and get that. So I went ahead and got that as well. But those were all the games that I picked up at the time, because really, I didn't bring like I said, I didn't really bring nobody. I didn't really have intention on spending. I went on and got this because I wanted to have a little souvenir, just a reminder. But other than that, those are my pickups. Man, I had a blast. I can definitely check this off of my bucket list, man. It was one of the things that I've always wanted to do, and hopefully the point of doing it down here, because we don't have any game conventions or anything like that or stuff like that going on, so the point of it is hopefully this turned out to be a big success, and maybe Echo 036 hopefully he'll bring out another one. Maybe we'll get to sponsor something later on this year, or maybe something, because he was like, man, I'm getting tired of having to go to different states, flowing up to New York or the East Coast or the West Coast just to go to a game convention. But other than that, I'm Lifespiller79. It's been a pleasure, and tell me, how's your life as a gamer?